Hey, what's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about how to audit custom server roles within SQL Server. This first step, we're going to show you how to list all custom server roles. Then I'll show you how to list all permissions assigned to a custom server role. And finally, I'll show you how to list all the members of that role. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. So in this first query, we're going to list all custom server roles. Go ahead and run that here. So I'll quick walk through the results here. So we had 3 custom server roles from that query. We had public, which is a role within all servers across SQL Server. Then we have a read-only role and a dev access role. So those are the 3 roles here. And just walking through the query, we're looking at the name and the principal ID from the server principals table. We're filtering on only server roles. And we're looking at the is fixed role equals 0, so it's not a fixed role, it's false. So that's that query there. All right, in this next step, we're going to list all of the permissions assigned to this read-only 269 role. So let me paste this in here, and let me run this quick. All right, so as you can see, we're looking at all the permissions, and this read-only role, in quotations, has alternate login, which is a super privileged role that should really only be used by sysadmin and maybe security admin, but should not be given to a read-only role. So this is kind of one of those reasons that we do this test to make sure that the custom roles are really configured as we would expect. So alternate login and view any database would be appropriate, I would say, for a read-only role, but alternate login definitely wouldn't be. This state here, what's really important is that if it's a W, that person, they're allowed to grant that permission to other users. In this case, if it's just G, we are good to go. And just walking back through the query here, so we're looking at the permission name, the state, and the state description from the server permissions table, and we filtered it on that grantee ID of that read-only role to 269. All right, so that's how you list all the permissions. In this next step, we're going to show you how to list all the members of that read-only, in quotations again, role. So this is a little beefier of a query, but let me run it quickly. And we had to run a quick join because of the how the data is normalized. But basically what we're looking at is this the role read only, role 269, and then we're looking at the members. So we know Tom Brady, whose principal ID is 270. So that lines up with the select up here, the role name, the principal ID, the member name, and the member ID. And then we're looking at the server role members table. And then we just grabbed the server principals table twice for the join. And that's kind of the join down here. You can check out another video for the join. And then we're filtering it to only the role that we care about. So that's how we know that read only is only granted to one person, Tom Brady at 270. But from that second step, we know that read only had those elevated permissions that probably shouldn't be there. So if this was the case and I was auditing this database, you would definitely want to go back to your DBA and say, what's up with this read-only role with alternate login? That is not best practice, and you always want to look out for that kind of stuff because sometimes those DBAs can be crafty, and you just want to help guide them to make sure that it's you know assigned least privilege. But yeah, that's it for this video. I showed you how to list all the custom server roles, list the permissions assigned to those, and then get the members. That's it for this video. If you like this, I'd really appreciate it if you like the video, comment if you got some value, or subscribe. Really appreciate your guys' time and hope you have a great day.